This is the governor's house, the state of Maryland, all right? The governor's house. I've been trying to speak to the governor the whole session. Ex-felons got a right to vote. Y'all ain't talked to no ex-felons. Y'all talked about us, but y'all ain't talked to us. So in the 2026 session, I made a documentary about y'all and how y'all don't represent us. You represent the machine. You feel me? I spent 90 days in session here. So that's the culmination of my work. So we don't have no misunderstandings. I already told the police, and the police know I'm here. They're already watching through the cameras outside. That's the police. And this is art and activism, the art of protest. Feel me? So you get to see it. You feel me? You get to see it. You get to see our representatives and how they represent us. That's Frederick Douglass. And that's Dr. K. All right? Art and activism on the steps of Annapolis. And we're going to start from the beginning because, like I said, 90 days of session, I gave it to y'all through the legal lens. While y'all was playing checkers, I was playing chess. That's me and Nick, and we're at Starbucks. That's Trina from Out for Justice. That's the director of Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. That's Adam. That's Senator Brooks. That's Delegate Sheila Roof. And like I said, the movie's about y'all. How y'all don't represent us and how y'all protect the machine. I'm not Emmett Till. I don't stutter when I talk. I'm an activist, and that's what I do. You feel me? That's Dr. K, WEEA Radio. See the date? That's 2024. That's how long she been holding this. So let's open this. Michelle Alexander wrote the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow. Y'all locked me up for making a movie about y'all. That's Pastor Dante Hickman. Ask Pastor Dante Hickman about when I come into church. That's State's Attorney Waller. All right, like I said, I was kidnapped in Maryland and Illinois. It's a legacy of lies. That's Braveheart. That's David Trone. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be slave. That's the Lake County Board, 2007. That's the FCC. All right, that's the Baltimore Sun, and that's Get Shorty, 2006. Like I said, making a documentary ain't against the law. I gave y'all this information on February the 2nd at 8:53 a.m. Malcolm Ruff had that. He worked with State's Attorney Scott Schellenberger. He had that. Sheila Roof got my information. McCaskill ain't got nothing to do with this. But Smith do. Corey McCrae do. You feel me? That's a legal notice. I got a right of self-representation. That's my right. That's the state of Maryland. That's Governor O'Malley, Governor Quinn, Attorney General. That's Ferguson. No pics after dark. That's Frosh. That's Corey McCrae. I got a right to property. That's my property on Falls Road. You feel me? And like I said, making a movie about y'all ain't against the law. The 2026 session. Kwesi Infumi wrote a letter on my behalf. We talking about public accommodations. Baltimore Sun. That's Ivan Bates. That's Natasha. That's the state's attorney. That's the public defender. I want to go to the grand jury. That's me. That's parole and probation. That's me and Tawanda Jones. That's me and my daughters. That's Corey McCrae. Yeah, I want to go to court. Because that's Governor Westmore. And that's my letter to Governor Westmore in 2023. How can you claim that you're running for office and there's no one left behind and you won't open your mouth? You wear the mask, you got to put in the work. It's the making of Black America. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. N62528. I qualify as a political prisoner because you locked me up for my politics. I qualify as a political prisoner because you locked me up for my politics and making a movie. And it started in 1986. All right? That's June 21st, 1986. All right? At 7:35. Jeff served Harry with his letters. All right? That's victim.